So it is January 26th. I just been in there. It's very nice outside. I might pan over once I get a little more into the video. Right now, I just got y'all aimed at my my little supply of eternal water because I just love those waters. They're so good. Um, I wasn't really planning on getting on here, but I just felt like I needed to, or wanted to, and needed to. Watching Tamar was very interesting. Like I know I'm late. I know her Get Your Life show, or like I think like they're referring to a documentary. It has been out for a while, and I used to love me some Braxton Family Values and Never Want to Miss an Episode. But like, was it last year? I believe I stopped watching when the new season came out for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to catch up on it one day later on down the line. This right here, it's just interesting. It definitely ain't no Braxton Family Values, but it's the Tamar show. It's like it's about her, surrounding her. So it's very interesting, and I've always thought she was the most interesting sister out of all of them. I mean, of course, Toni, that voice, just the musical part about her, that's very significant to me. But once I got to know Tamar via the shows, that is, of course, not in person, but I was like, oh, wow, just kind of like blown away. No, I'm sounding a little emotional. I'm feeling emotional for probably because I'm soon to come on my cycle. I'm not rushing it, but I've been having these pains and stuff that's just irking me. I've been wanting my chocolate, been eating my chocolate. um, had a dream this morning where my late grandma was saying, "Don't eat popcorn on the bed. Don't eat popcorn on the bed." She had just made her bed up. Now, just mind you, this is how she was in real life, like for real. She was living, honey. Don't mess up her bed. If she just made it up, don't get no wrinkles in it. She don't want no crumbs on her bed. Don't eat on the bed. And she didn't play about that. So that's what I woke up from. It was like a dream. And then it was also an experience, like especially towards the waking up part. She was talking about popcorn, and then I heard like this popping noise, or like this pop, 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 something like that. Not like a gun, but like pop, pop, pop. Like it was popping some popcorn or something like that. But it was a different type of sound. And so I was like, oh, I'm about to get me. And I had a desire for popcorn after that. And so, of course, a bed is rest. That was my grandma, telling me keep it clean. You can eat it, but don't eat it up here, and keep it clean or whatever. So, of course, when I'm about to eat some popcorn or something like that, that means it's about to be a show that's going on. It's gonna be something that I might be entertained by. So, that's how I take it. You know how they do in the comments and stuff on memes or comments on whatever threads. I'm just here for the comments with the Michael Jackson with the popcorn. Yeah, that's how I be feeling. And honestly, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm looking forward to. Okay, I'll sit back and watch the show. But anyway, so I woke up with that or whatever. Never got me no popcorn, but my son wanted some noodles. I made him some noodles. He wasted them completely, and then as soon as I told him he could just throw them in the trash because he didn't want them anyway, he went and popped him some popcorn. So I was like, well, there you go. There's the there's what signing it on the dotted line. That's what's signifying that. Yep, had to be some kind of entertainment going on. Me, I barely want to look out the window, barely want to look at these cameras, anything. But of course, my blinds are open, letting the sun in and stuff like that. So, ain't seen nothing as of yet. But I'm not even saying I feel like it's coming. I'm just saying, hey, there was the signs. And I do believe signs follow the believer. Like I don't gotta go chase nothing down. It continues to come to me. Another part, speaking of that, it's interesting watching the lady Goldie on the show. Is her name Goldie? Yeah, on the show or whatever. And they're talking about witchcraft and all this or whatever. And I do feel like Tamar's life is somebody praying for her. Something is trying to intervene in that show and stuff like that. And like I said, it's years ago, so it's already. But somebody's praying for her or whatever and trying to intervene because it's some stuff around her that's trying to penetrate, as far as me seeing the show. But I'm not going deep on that. Um, So then brings me to, which I'm probably make that as the thumbnail. Brings me to seeing 666 so quickly again, over and over. And I'm looking at me. When I see that, I get to looking around like, and kind of getting antsy, like, wait a minute, what's going on? What's not checked around here? What's disorderly? Um, Spiritually, naturally sometimes, but spiritually. Like, what's going on? What ain't right? Well, for that to be, but oftentimes God is showing it to me and just letting me know, beforehand, something that's antichrist, that's he disapproves of, maybe about to occur or somewhere lurking in the vicinity. So anyway, I seen it twice back to back, real quick, on my solitaire game, twice or three times or something like that. It was almost trying to hit like a jackpot. No sooner than that happened, my sons came as a team to bring something, to present something to me. Of course, it was my older one that was behind the scenes being subtle, trying to get his brother to come in there with him. They had already discussed it, but it was about them getting, I do these on and off days for their time on Roblox and stuff like that in video games. And and today was one of their off days. Well, is their off day, and tomorrow will be their on again day. So it's like that. It alternates like that. And here come my sons, but again, it's the oldest one this time. But he just felt better asking with having his brother beside him. So when I already seen them lining up as a team and like they were coming to present something to me, I already knew. Oh Lord, here we go. Because they don't. That lets me know somebody's not confident enough, and most of the time it's my older son, but not confident enough to ask by himself, but it's him who came up with it. So I went on and heard him out, but I let him know. I was like, let me just tell y'all right now, some stuff popping up that and my kids, they know how I'm led. If I have peace about something, okay, we can move forward. If I don't, then we're not moving forward. Period. And I get my peace from God. He is the source. Um, so I don't play around with that. And so immediately I can already, when he started even presenting what he was asking to me about, not having any off days at all unless he does something bad. I'm like, wait, what? For one, y'all are not bad kids. So you don't really do nothing bad. You do you do some troublesome stuff, but I feel like that's almost anybody's children. So that's what I told to him, break it down to him or whatever. I said, so no, I got it like that for the new year, and the fact that you're about to turn 10, double digits instead of the single digits, you're going to come out of them. It's time for you to mature up, grow up, and some other things that God wants you to get your head out of that Roblox game and games and stuff like that, so you can pay attention to other things that He may have for you and or that He wants you to focus on. I mean, he wasn't trying to hear that. He didn't like it. He was so disappointed. He did say he understood, and then he went on his way after I went on and told him and delve in deep and just let him know, no, that's not what we finna do. And I understand. I'm glad that y'all have the confidence to ask, because I am your parent. It's okay to ask, but be okay with a no as well. I have to kind of just remind them it's okay if you get told no. So it was a no. It's a no for me, dog, in my Randy voice. Um, so that was that or whatever. This is also the day I believe this is the exact day from 2 years ago where dude told me that I woke up feeling some type of emotions about that too. But where he told me that he was engaged. And again, it never came to me that he was married, not through him anyway. She of course said she's his wife and this that and that, but she was already a liar, so like her her just whatever she said was just not credible. So I was just like, girl, whatever. I mean, I'm not even saying you'll want to be or wish, because I feel like that's what he even wants or something, but it's something that holds y'all up or stop y'all from that or whatever. But like I said, I don't know. They could have went on and very well gotten or whatever, but I feel like maybe they went on, just had children, possibly. Even that's still again questionable. But as far as getting married, making stuff official, I don't know. But anyway, I felt emotions or whatever regarding that. Just was in my feelings and my emotions about that. Like even just trying to resonate with me, because I said, "Who do you think you are?" She was like, "I'm his wife," and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, "Girl, exactly, like, girl, bruh." That's how I'm feeling. Like, girl, go somewhere with your, of course, your lying ass, but just all types of other stuff. But I was in my emotions just again, because even so, it's like, how dare you even give somebody the feel and the gall and have the balls to even say that to me? Feel like they could say that to me. But looking back, honey, he gave him the feel to do and the ammunition to do just all types of different stuff. So that's what that is or whatever. But yeah, for this to be that day, I'm just like, because I remember dates. I pay attention to dates and stuff like that. So that was that. Um, And I don't, other than that, I don't read too much deeper into it because wherever he residing at and stuff, I don't, which last I knew it was there or whatever, but I didn't even see him physically present there. I don't know where he was at, but his car was there or whatever, backed into the driveway like he was good and comfortable, broken down or whatever. But, I didn't go deeper because, like, I told her, I always tell him, but, like, girl, you and him supposed to be together or separate. Y'all don't make me no never mind. Period. Because I focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't be trying to get distracted on certain stuff. On if he trying to tell me that he's engaging again. I've already mentioned it before. He said this before that he said that he put a ring on the other girl finger, the one he had a baby with before, um and then like I said, she went right back to him as soon as he said it out of his mouth. She went right back to her baby daddy, and she confirmed that with me. And then I seen it with my own eyes, and I was just like, I had my little satisfaction on the inside or whatever. Like, yeah, his ass didn't go where he thought he was going, and furthermore, if he would have went over there with her, that would have been I mean, it was already a struggle situation anyway, having a baby with her, this and the third. That would have been a different type of struggle for him. Like, it's definitely retarded, remedial. Not saying necessarily that he would step down, but to me, I just the girl's pretty or whatever, but and you know what I'm saying, attractive, and probably somewhere along the lines, a good mother, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna take that from her. There's something good about her, but she definitely ghetto hood and lacks class. So that was that. But this other girl, she knows how to at least have the appearances of class. I'm not gonna sit here and take that from her. And I don't even want to talk about this girl and other girl and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just sickening. It really is. It's like, baby, you ain't got your dog on a leash. I don't want to call him that like that, but, it is what it is. But, like, yeah, you can't stop yours from roaming, period. That's not good. But at the same time, like I said, I don't own people. I don't claim to own people. It's up to you to, be cooperative and stuff like that. So that's where I'm not worried about it too much, too deep. But yeah, so it's just that day or whatever, reminded of that. And then I look at myself and how much progress I've made and stuff like that, and what I still want to do and have planned. Then I look out the window and, of course, reminded that those are my kids' relatives, so to speak. They're, you know what I'm saying, they're not family, but relatives. And look to the right at times and like, oh Lord, what they got planned, what, you know what I'm saying, what they got trying to stir up and trying to bother me and trying to weigh me down or whatever, make me, and I do, I get tired and I be feeling exhausted sometimes, but like, God is the one who is in control. So y'all can try me, I guess, on them different levels. I don't like it, I don't care for it, I don't welcome nobody to try me or anything like that, but when you do, just know that of course you're gonna have to answer for that by the one who I belong to. Um, I'm gonna step, like I said, I'm gonna step outside in a few just to check on that gazebo, just to see what's going on the inside. Cause I took the water and stuff out yesterday. It's a nice sunny day. They're saying we might get some more snow. I'm excited because the month of January, snow, it just goes so well together. It's winter, it's my birthday month, and yeah, we're almost out of this month, but still, it's my birthday month, baby. And then next month is my son's birthday month. So, in essence, that's still my birthday. That's my birthing day, my delivery day month. So, yeah, and I'm good on it. But my son was disappointed, honey, after he walked away. Like he was sulking, but he is such a young man about his stuff. Like he ain't finna be cutting a fool. I bought them some punching bags and stuff. So you get upset or whatever, you want to hit something, punch that. As they get bigger, I'll buy you some bigger ones if you need to. But you know what I'm saying. So that was that on that. I'm gonna do a video that's to my sons because there's some information that I want to give them that I just don't feel like it's age appropriate right now, or rather, some feel like their mentality is there right now. They got other things to be concerned about, but I still want to do it because it just ain't no selling. And honestly, these days my health is not terrible, but it does not seem to be getting better for me as far as honey losing the weight and some things that's going on internally that I really want to go get checked out by somebody who would care for me and love me and actually have holy hands laid on me and pray for, have somebody pray for me for my healing and actually get the healing that I need and be safe and secure. But I don't. So I've been having to endure, dealing with this by myself or whatever. And yeah, once I would like to say it's so amazing. But no. And then, of course, my daughter not being here, you know what I'm saying? And when she was here, I talked to her about, well, what if this was to occur? What, how would you respond to this and a third? And she really didn't have too much of an answer. And well, that's when I realized, hey, I'm not saying something ain't right, but what I'm saying is this is a little bit different. Like, this different right here. This is not how children should be responding to you or wanting to respond to you or whatever, or the lack thereof. But, everybody entitled to feel how they feel. I don't advise people to act on their feelings. I advise you to let your feelings be indicators, not dictators. I have told my daughter that. I have told my kids that. You very well could be feeling something, and I guess the intuition and all that stuff, and to be almost spot on. If not, you know what I'm saying, it could really seem spot on, but you just still need to be careful with that. Again, in my opinion. So, and I don't really have a good example of that right now, but I'm saying it confidently, like, be really careful with that. But besides, yeah, the Bible say, the heart is deceptive above all things. So what you be feeling in your heart and you know what I'm saying, that don't necessarily mean that's what it is. And I have definitely had strong feelings, and it turned out that, oh, why did girl, you shouldn't even been worried about that, or you shouldn't even been feeling like that towards that. And I still have feelings, regarding my boy's dad. I have certain type of feelings regarding my daughter's dad, but it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying, where I would like to be intimate with him. And not saying I want to be intimate with my boy's dad either, but I don't know, it was just a different type of, it was more of a romance to me with him than it was with my daughter's dad. Um, it was more of a mature and a, grown people type of love, but even that was deceptive, honey. So that's where I'm at on that. I'm definitely sitting here playing my solitaire game while I'm doing this video, and I'm just chilling out. And yeah, you see my cable cord down there. I don't have no cable plugged. I don't have cable in here, period. But I don't have cable and stuff plugged up, especially. I don't even have a TV right here. I only got one in the living room. I'm not pressed about no cable and all that. There's so much to choose from on these off channels, or stuff that you can subscribe to for $5 or $6 one month, and then you can just let it go the next month if you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like Prime Video and stuff like that. So that's what I've been on. But Um, yeah, yeah. So that's how I was watching Tamar and stuff anyway. And that right there just suits me pretty much just fine. Like, I be good with it. But, I'm glad I don't have nobody here pressure me. Let's get cable. Let's do this. You know, I do feel a type of way. Like, dang, I don't got no man here. Want to watch football. The Super Bowl finna come up, and there was a time when, especially early in the game, I don't even want to call it a game, but it is what it is. Early in the process, where I was carrying my son, and I remember their dad saying, you know, I was gonna watch the game at your house, but and I was getting ready to go to a Super Bowl gathering. It wasn't really a party, but gathering at my so-called mom's house. And I told him, I was like, you're not welcome, you're not invited. Basically, in essence, people said it was mean, but I had to do what I had to do to protect me. And at the time, I didn't know I was protecting things about my household too. So that's just that. My household, my life, it was still protecting me, but I was protecting even that relationship. And he's all like, "Oh, you love me behind closed doors. You don't care." And it wasn't like that. That's. I mean, he helped me. He helped me to see that it could appear like that, but and that's when I was just like, let me profess my love to him. You know what I'm saying? If I really do care about him, let me let him know. He be wanting that. He's done said I want proof, but he don't have to give proof to nobody. He don't have to give nothing. You know, no type of evidence. You better just know or you don't know or you lost. Most of the time you're gonna be lost. In my case, but I was just like, from then on, I was like trying to invite and include him to anything that I went to or whatever. But I think maybe he just wanted to pry in. He didn't really want to be a part of anything because he didn't, after that, he didn't go to much or nothing. He showed up for certain stuff, but he didn't really interact with them or whatever. um, I think he saw people that had their stuff together and, he might have felt like somebody was going to look down on him, whatever. And I know they would look sideways at him, but as far as people that I was around looking down on people, even to this day, I don't even deal with them, or I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really associated with them. They didn't look down. Everybody got a way of like, something ain't right about this situation. Something going, you know what I'm saying? Something need to be up to par or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe that was his insecurities. Anyway, I'm not trying to figure it out or put words in his mouth because that's not what he said. But I just looked at the actions. I'm like, okay, well, you're invited over here at this point in time. But that's the time when I had already told my so-called mom I'm pregnant by somebody that I don't see a future with, and that was that. And so, yeah. And of course, at that time, definitely you want to make your parents and stuff proud and this, and the third. But guess what? I have realized and learned if I gotta struggle to get to this certain point, especially a point that society has put on us or whatever, that's what we're supposed to live up to, then I'm gonna have to struggle. But then I realize I don't gotta live up to what society has placed on us, the expectations that they place. I really need to stay in my own lane and I really need to go at my own pace. So, and that's all. I wanted him as a partner to do that with me. Even, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff I feel like he was much better than me in. And it might have just been one area where I might have been just ultimately just better than him. I think it was a few, at least three or four. But and that wasn't his area. But he was good, at least seemingly on a lot of stuff. And I admired that about him. And I was, trying to be a part of that. I told him I'm not trying to be a part of crazy. And so that's where I guess when I spoke that out my mouth, I had to start letting certain stuff go before I even realized, like, because a lot of it was surrounded by crazy. It just that. So I guess that's where we started the breakdown at or whatever. But because people can get certain, like, I think, like, even on the TV show where Tamar's boyfriend was like, I've seen people over in Lagos and they are, they obtain success by doing, some dark stuff or whatever, or some crazy stuff. And so that's what it was with him. Now, mind you, I didn't see him sitting here doing it here, but I got wind of a few things. He didn't really do it in here, but it tried to manifest in here. And so, yeah. Um, so yeah, that part. And I was thinking yesterday about, when of course, I don't know if they necessarily call it the Illuminati, but the occult, the esoteric world, all that stuff is real. Like the spiritual aspects of it, that stuff is real. And when you know too much or you even know something about it, people gonna try to deem you as crazy. And of course, oh, you're on drugs and this, that, and the third, or whatever they may say. They can use anything to try to break you down, tear you down, this, that, and the third. But yeah, it was wild. So, you really expected to be quiet about when you know stuff like that. But that's why I'm really just all these years later documenting it here. I've been documenting it, of course, to myself on a daily basis before this, but now that I just started to get on YouTube, well, do the videos, not necessarily on YouTube. They are posted on YouTube, but I'm not, marketing myself, putting myself out there because I still want to be careful. Yeah, I'm talking about it, I'm speaking about it or whatever because absolutely not. Like, I don't play them type of games. And absolutely don't be wanting no dealings with crazy stuff like that. Like, seriously. So yeah, but I get antsy and I get anxiety about it when I even talk about it because it's been traumatizing. Just seeing and of course experiencing and then enduring, and at most times I feel like barely enduring, like because I literally have felt like I wanted to die, and I ain't felt like I wanted to commit suicide, but I felt like I wanted to die during the process, during them times and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is just God trying me. And sometimes it was God just trying me, but sometimes it was just stuff simply because I was around a certain person. Like even my daughter being up out of here is because my interactions with him. Me just simply because he knows, oh, she got a daughter. Anything to upset her household. And meanwhile, she's still gonna be over there raising my sons or whatever. Not saying that he sat down and planned it like that, but he mentioned it 2 years. Was it 2 years? No, he mentioned it 2019, then 2020, then a year later, and some change, my daughter was gone. He said, "Yeah, you gonna get up out of there, this and the third." And next thing I know, you know what I'm saying? And I know now, I didn't see him, but it's alleged that he made the phone calls, of course, that got my daughter out of here. So I'm like, so again, to experience stuff like that, not only just um hear about it or anything like that and be like, wow, and have a jaw dropper. Let's actually live. And like I said, his daughter's mom told me from the get go, she was like, yeah, stay prayed up. That's all she said. She didn't really go into details. She was just like, stay prayed up. I took heed to that. For one, I was already a woman of prayer, a woman of faith, but I just took heed when she said stay prayed up. And I'm like, oh, okay. But then when I didn't get initiated into a damn thing regarding them, but I feel like I have been. I feel like that's that's the problem anyway. She won't do what we say or whatever, and she won't do what we do. Um, but once my eyes was open, I was enlightened and all that stuff. I was like, okay, I see clearer what she was talking about. But then, like I said, when I got in a little more, I'd seen that she was doing similar as well, and I was just like, I mean, is there ever going to be one or two or three that's not doing this? And I really do. At times, I feel like his sister is one that's not engaging in that. She seems like she's healthier, but she still picked up on a lot of like mean and maybe even some evil stuff. And this is so funny that I'm saying this because I literally never want to be around her again. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no dealings with her. But she has something like respectable about herself. Like I gotta keep it real. I don't never hate on nobody. She has something respectful and she has some good stuff about her. And I really wish that she could hone in on that and focus more on that rather than doing her brother's bidding and stuff like that. I guess that's too why I had a dream recently that was talking about how when she was in the dream she was saying like, oh, I see now, or I understand now. And I'm like, girl, and you can't make nobody understand just because you tell them one time or whatever. They might not get it until 6 days later or 7 days down, 7 years down the line or something like that. But I was sitting and telling her and trying to help her understand. And that's the thing that blows me is because if I never did nothing to you Even if you think if I did something and you feel like it's offensive, double check and make sure that it's something that was offensive. Then you shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be coming at me just because so-called word of mouth of your brother or anybody else that you done sat around is telling you, you know what I'm saying? If I did something directly to you and you know, that's something different because you got a right to feel how you feel. Now, granted, you need to, my maturity is I need to pause and think. If I have time to think about it, I'm going to pray about it. And I'm going to let God change my heart on the matter or do what he's going to do. But you know what I'm saying? So that's where she lost me at because it's like you started coming at me, girl, just based off of something that your brother told you when you was up close and personal. I gave you information. No, I'm not telling you all my business because that's not your business, and I'm not interested in females. But you were here. You was in the vicinity. You seen how I operate. You said out your mouth, "Oh, she is who she say she is," and then you and I wasn't even saying nothing. So that's you here on some type of other assignment as well. And you're doing your brother's bidding or your mom's bidding or whoever's bidding. That's and then you admit it too. My mom was mean in the household, and you should not want to be like that. But I can't make you not want to be like that. So she wanted to do that type of stuff, and with that, I just be like, I just we all done dabbled in whatever, but girl, your dabbling is not gonna mix with my dabbling because that can turn into a whole mess, and I'm gonna just leave you where you at. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, his sister and his sisters, you know what I'm saying? Both of them was seem cool or whatever, but when you show when you show some true colors that's not really your true colors, but they somebody else's. Because I actually seen, I was sat with her, I talked to her. She was not, you know what I'm saying, doing certain stuff. She was repeating what her mom was saying. She was repeating what her brother was saying. So she was influenced like anybody else. And God is bringing me to that realization, and that's good. But yeah, I'm not finna. I'm not finna be trying to clear it up with you now. It's late in the game, and I feel like too after her mom died and stuff like that, girl. I feel like because I mean, not only did his mom die, this is his sister, so her mom died too, and she was doing her mother's bidding and stuff like that. And I'm like, your mom died, your grandma died. You seen all these people, and then she was like, we can't catch a break. I did see her saying that. Girl, you better stop including yourself in stuff regarding him. About we can't catch a break. No, honey, he might can't catch a break because he know he out here doing some crazy stuff. But now you adding yourself in that, and so that's why I don't be wanting to deal with these people. Um, when she was here, I just tried to. This is what it is. This is what it's gonna be. This is how I am. And I told because she was telling me, well, we got so many females. It's like she was trying to be a spokesperson for the bloodline or whatever. But we got so many females in this family. So if such and such do this and this, I mean, and was just saying all types of stuff. I said simply, oh, okay, well, y'all wasn't going to handle me like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not built like that. It's not to, it is confidence. It's not arrogance. It's just, I'm not for that. I don't do all that. So I left it at that. I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all not gonna do whatever you want to with my kids, but you definitely ain't gonna come for me. The moment that I feel like you coming for me in a slick, sly way, that's the moment where I'm gonna quickly come up with some kind of plan and you up out of here. You out of my face, you out of my way. And that's just that. And so of course I moved to get her on about my house, which again it wasn't supposed to be nothing long term anyway. She stayed here longer than what we initially said, but it's all good, girl. But anyway, like I said, she has something respectful about herself. She got some healthy stuff about her. I have to acknowledge that I don't have to be around her. And I hope, you know what I'm saying? I do hope and pray that God don't even have me around her because I just feel like sometimes some stuff just comes around once in a lifetime, and if you mess that up, you don't need to get that back. Some people get more chances than others or whatever, but you just don't get that back. And me and her, we definitely could have been friends. We was, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was cool with her when she was here, and even before that. But it's not. It's not like that no more. And I'm not gonna say she crossed over to the dark side, but she did do some stuff, and so now I just feel like, girl, you gotta sort that out on your own, some type of way. And I know she was already exposed to something, because I know a guy who ooh, it's getting darker. I know a guy who she was involved with, and I know some of what happened. So you're a female just like I am, and went through some stuff. That guy went off, got another relationship, had a baby with somebody. She never had no children with him. And so, I don't know how she feels or felt regarding that, but I'm almost positive that's something tough to have to get past and get over. But Girl, we could have went through that together and talked, whatever. But also, her brother, when she was here, her brother gave her more money than, than this is the household he's operating out of, living out of, this, that, and the third. But he gave her more money when he got some money back, and I was like, I'm not jealous, but I am about, you got children, and again, that's like operating. So that means ain't no telling how much you gave your mama. But anyway, his mama not here no longer to even collect on none of that. I ain't worrying about that. Like that could not wrapped up in money. But when she told me he gave her that, and now, honey, I don't even care if it was $1 more, but it was $50 more than what he gave me, and I was like, oh, ain't no way, ain't no way, and you over here, and you know what I'm saying? Nah, it's not gonna happen, honey. Thank you for that information. Now you got to go. I'll holler at you. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna holler at you later, but but so yeah. I don't really know how I got on that. Like I don't be knowing how I get to half of these conversations about, especially these third parties and stuff. So anyway, today is still a good day. It's the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I was woke up by popcorn sounds or effects or something like that, and it was my grandma's voice. And of course, she's not living, so I don't dabble with the dead. I just know I had a relationship with her when she was alive, and I do have stuff in my house that's hers. I don't know if I need to get rid of all of it. Like I felt like I wanted to get rid of certain stuff, but I just either I went to do it and I either got convicted or felt like I don't need to do that. This is stuff that my grandma allowed me when she was living. You know what I'm saying, to help my household, and maybe I kind of got away from that when I was dealing with him. Maybe he felt jealous or whatever, like, I shouldn't be getting no help. And I was just like, wow, the help that I get is the help that I get. That's for me. And if you want to take part in it, what I get, I'm going to share with you if you're here in my household and stuff like that. But, you shouldn't be trying to sabotage or wishing that I didn't get, you know what I'm saying? Or if you want to do all that, then you need to be producing. So herein lies why I put the responsibility of of children on their their father. Period. Period. But yeah, so he didn't live up to that or whatever. And I got some dreams that I want to go back and read or whatever as far as some stuff taking place. But I just don't be like, when I tell you, I don't be having the energy to invest in that no more. Like I used to could read them dreams probably 3, 4 times a day. But I just don't have that. I don't feel like I got the energy to invest in that. And like that's definitely not where my heart is any longer. I feel like he try to creep in, sneak in, but that's not where my heart is. It breaks me. It feels like my heart is breaking when I even say that because I was so in love with this dude for so long, and I just knew we was gonna be what what I knew we was gonna be. Anyway, moving forward, that's not where my heart is, and that's not, what I'm saying, that's not what I'm hung up on. That's So I don't be wanting to, but I do feel like it's some keys and some nuggets in my dreams and stuff that if I just go back and read it, then something will either click or make sense or whatever. But I really don't know where to start because this is literally like 6, 7 years of dreams, if not more. And I just don't know what year to go back to, where to start, with nothing. Yes, God will lead me, Holy Spirit lead me, but I'm just like, Lord, I don't even really want to go there. I don't even really want to pick it up, because that's like, to me, it's almost symbolic of me picking back up that stuff that He decided. Hey, I'm fine with you deciding you don't want me to carry it, but He decided that He just wanted to take His stuff somewhere else. Like Cynthia G be saying, them 3 trash bags. He wanted to take them trash bags somewhere else. Okay, bye. Because if while you was here you couldn't get it together because you didn't want to sit still long enough, you didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, focus on here. Because that's the main reasons why. That's part of the reasons anyway, major reasons, and it's there's more. Then I don't know what to tell you, but you can go to another location or whatever that appears better and all this or whatever, and that means that they're gonna be able to see. They really gonna be able to see your stuff quicker, of course, and wonder, well, what is really going on? And I asked the girl, I said, so you and your baby daddies or whoever y'all sat, and she tried to brush over, but I was like, you sat down and y'all talked to him and y'all really I guess I sound like old girl when she was talking about one of these dudes or whatever that I guess it's like her throwback or whatever. See, he wasn't my throwback, so to speak, but when God say you gotta dismiss somebody, you gotta do it. As far as I'm concerned, but old girl, I'm not gonna say her name, but old girl was like, you like him? You really want him? You don't see clearly who he is. He a little, you know what I'm saying? He a little off. She was like, everybody's mad. Everybody talked. Okay, well, y'all then that makes me feel like, well, y'all sat and talked, but he haven't. Now he's just now bringing me. I mean, I'm pretty much, I guess, like in the arsenal. Now he's pulling me out because yeah, I met such and such mom. I met her mom. Okay, but yeah, this is over a year, some change now, and y'all been, and I'm just now. Oh, okay, yeah, you must be out your damn mind. But but yeah, but I'm thinking to myself, y'all, and y'all couldn't see through. All of y'all, then something, the wool is definitely pulled over y'all eyes. Yeah, something ain't right, or either all y'all just got some bad intentions or whatever for one another, and that's again where I don't. Not only do I not want no parts, I'm not gonna take no parts in that. That's on y'all. But anyway, let me show this sunset because it's going down, and I'm gonna get off of here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Still try to make it outside. Like I literally gotta say, I gotta try to make it outside my house where I reside. Snow is still trying to. I mean, it's gone, but still trying to clear up. Of course, that's that. I just got it. You can actually see in it, but I ain't finna go over in there. Can't wait till this part. This foliage and stuff grows back up and causes people to and helps people to mind their business a little. There's a little car going by. But that's it. I'm about to end this video right now. And I'm going to try to, like I said, step outside. I got mud back there now. I don't like that, but it is what it is. And they don't like my little tent, my little gazebo that's been up through all types of weather. They can't stand it, but forget them. Forget about them. Yeah, I'm going to try to step outside.